The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor yourself, inner knowing, and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine, podcast, and community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello, today I have the privilege of reconnecting with Dani Devren, Sovereign Magazine's multidimensional law of attraction, manifestation, and energy alignment columnist. She is so amazing. She is a soul-aligned mentor supporting women to prioritize themselves while they build personal brands to feel like home. She teaches self-discovery, social media, all as a spiritual practice, blending marketing strategy with mindset identity, and how clarity, calm, and confidence are all things that start within. She is passionate about manifesting your dream life by living in alignment with your soul's purpose and the universal laws, mentoring women through intimate experiences, and her mastermind to rise collectively to create a more connected, high-frequency world. Welcome back, Dani.
Hello, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
I am too, because we're talking about manifestation. So this is our June new moon issue. And in your article, The Law of Attraction, a grounded practice, you really challenge the common misunderstanding about manifestation, that it's just like vision boards and positive thinking. So why don't you share a little bit more about your article, perhaps your beliefs, the law of attraction, all of that for those who haven't read your article yet.
Thank you so much. This is probably my favorite topic to ever talk about because I'm so big on self-awareness and compassion and self-love. And I believe that we need to normalize therapy, essentially, because we are all so deeply conditioned and trauma bonded from our childhood, our past lives, and all the things that we've kept hold on that we have made, we tell ourselves things that other people potentially have misunderstood about us, or things that we were putting out there, and all the responsibility to essentially heal from the soul deep. And I think that's the part that people don't understand, that yes, you can have all the hope in the world or the visions, but if you don't feel like you're worthy enough to receive, and if you haven't worked on that self-love and that inner acceptance, then you are going to continuously block the flow of magic and abundance.
Yeah, one of the things that resonated with me so much about your article, and I just loved it, is you said, the body holds the score. And if the nervous system doesn't feel safe, your subconscious will always prioritize protection over expansion. So why don't you share a little bit more about that?
So that's exactly it. I mean, my awareness, I like to be trauma informed as much as I can. And that's why I stay very close to my best friend who's a therapist, who is always educating me and supporting me to understand what my body is telling me. And that is why I'm so self-aware of energy and surroundings and environments, and having that self-love to notice when something doesn't feel right. So when you are trying to step further in alignment and create the life of your dreams and call in all the amazing, beautiful things that you want, a lot of people don't feel like they can hold it. And they don't feel on some certain level, deep down, that they're worthy of it. And some women, in my experience I've met, so many of them, they are so conditioned to put on this persona in this front and be the loudest and the most confident. But when you really ask them and you hold that space so they feel safe to unload and unravel, they really do admit and face these inner shadows, that they don't feel like they're worthy of all these things, and they don't think they're worthy of love, and they're not good enough. And there's often a reason why. There's often a trauma childhood or some sort of lack of nurture, or something happened. And sometimes the trauma doesn't even need to be that big. It can be so subtle and so consistent. And yeah, essentially that is what I talk about when I say that you have to get in alignment to your body as well. And I guess that's why with my soul aligned mentorship now, I talk a lot about mind, body, and soul, because it really does have to go together. You have to align your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. And that's how you manifest the life of your dreams. And people massively miss and underestimate the body part.
Yeah. So when you talk about this soul alignment mentorship, I really want to go into how do you help women understand what embodiment actually means beyond just feeling good and thinking positively?
So the initial step is just space. I just have to hold space, because a lot of women, in my experience, are so busy holding everyone else together. They're so busy running empires, running homes, bringing up children, keeping a partner happy, that they've lost themselves and they don't have somebody with unconditional love for themselves just to hold them. And I've really stepped into my gifts with that recently. And I've realized that is a massive part of my purpose. I am here to give unconditional love and friendship, because a lot of women really need that. And they are so brilliant in their own right. And they've got everything that they need, but they don't feel safe enough to explore it. So initially, I just gift friendship. And I've kind of joked about it for a while. And I've kind of created this kind of character where I shy away from it because I think it sounds silly, right? And I think it sounds jovial and immature. But now I own it. I do just want to be friends with everyone, because people need more love and compassion and kindness and friendship. And that's where it starts. So my mentorship is essentially gifting friendship from a wisdom perspective, and someone that has the experience to support you with marketing and visibility and confidence and all the things that you need to get your story out there. But you need to feel safe enough and be held. And I really do believe that when you have that tribe around you, which is what I was blessed with, when you have that support network and you've got cheerleaders waiting in the wings to hold you, to lift you up, to say, you're amazing, well done, that was incredible, that makes it easier. And there's no point in ignoring that fact that we are, what's the word? As humans, there's an expression about how we're community beings or something. We need each other, right? What's that thing? There's something about the way we are, not primal, but, we thrive in packs, right? And villages and community and each other and connection. And we do. And I think people have become a little bit too solidarity, they've become a little bit too singular.
Yeah.
And I just want to remind everyone of the power of connection and community and friendship, because it really does help to know that you've got people. It makes you feel safe in the body. You allow yourself to trust where you're at because you've got that support. And the more you have that support, the more you start to stand on your own 2 feet, and the more you trust and have your own back.
Yeah. Okay. So now you've created this safe space. You have a trusted friend with you. What are the first signs that a woman can notice that her nervous system, or anybody who's listening to this call or this podcast, that your nervous system is actually sabotaging your manifestation efforts?
I think it's really easy to tell. I don't have to do much at all. Most women come to me and say they're feeling X, Y, and Z, and they know why. They just don't know how to get through it. And gently, by me telling them, love what's coming up for you and notice what this is trying to tell you, it helps. And I think it's as simple as that. I think some people like to overcomplicate things. And yes, you might need to go and have some real supportive therapy. And of course, that's why I keep myself very close to my friends, so I can recommend her services. If you need inner child therapy, healing, or root cause therapy, or you need a little bit of counseling and that sort of regulated support that is, from a trained practitioner, we do need to normalize therapy. I would not be where I'm at if I did not have the support that I've had. But that aside, I always allow my clients to realize that they already know what they need to do. They already feel it within them, but you can't take a horse to water unless they're ready to drink, right? And you have to take the aligned action. And if you're not ready, you need to go and do some more healing and therapy and then come back when you're ready to go. Because I'm a fast mover, I'm a fire sign, I'm a Sagittarius. I will hold you and love you and nurture you, but you've got to do the work. So there has to be that balance, right? There has to be that nurture and support in mentorship. And I think when you have that combined, that's when real magic can happen in business.
Inside the Sovereign community, you'll find more than a social platform. You will find many private spaces led by women who walk the path with you, like Abby from Canada. Connect with her in her sacred space called Reclaimed and Rise. Step into the Maven Haven with Ebony from the UK, or join the Open Heart Collective with Bonnie from the US. These are just some of the soul sanctuaries curated by conscious women for conscious connection. Come find your space inside the Sovereign community today. Yes. Okay. I'm going to move us into steps to your sovereign self. And she doesn't know the question I'm going to ask her. So this is going to be completely from her heart. You teach that the law of attraction really responds to identity, not goals and surface level manifestation techniques. And that feeling frustrated is often part of manifestation, that process, because that internal self image has not necessarily caught up with your desires yet. So, what's the difference between a woman who is performing in her new identity versus genuinely embodying it?
This is a delicious question. I think it's really interesting because a lot of the times we're told to fake it till you make it, right? And I disagree massively with that. And again, it comes back to nervous system regulation. You can be faking it all you want, but if your tummy is uncomfortable and you're anxious and you go to bed freaking out, that's not good. That's not healthy. I would rather the slow and steady approach. Do little bite-sized things to get you where you need to be. Listen to the nudges, take the aligned action, but do it in a way that makes you feel calm and safe. And that is why, despite the fact that people think that I move fast, it's probably taken me 2 years, which isn't a long time, but it has taken me 2 years to get to where I want to be. And I'm still not there, but I will evolve slowly because I know how important it is to feel safe and worthy at every single step so that I can own it and embody it. Because this is the thing about manifestation. When you are ready, you need to show the universe you can hold it, because that is when it can crumble. And if you think about it, for example, if somebody wins the lottery, they probably are not ready to hold that amount of wealth. And that's why most often, statistically, they lose it all. And it's quite similar when you think of your manifested dreams. You need to be ready and equipped. You need to show the universe, I'm ready to hold this. I've got everything in place. And that's why I guess making it feel more human and normal. For example, if you want to scale your business, do you have the right resources, the right team, the right automations? Can you physically handle that amount of pressure? You have to get things ready so that you can say, universe, green light, I'm ready, let's go. And it's all that stuff that I don't think people realize when they're manifesting. But actually, we manifest every single day. And that's what I want to remind people. We have to be high in gratitude, and you have to show your brain, what am I already worthy of? What have I already achieved? Because I'm doing it every day. Having this call with you right now, I manifested it. I came on Zoom, I made it happen. And I think sometimes we need to realize that we're constantly creating. So that massively helps.
Yeah. Okay. So if you are ready to own it and embody it, definitely connect with Dani. She's in our community, community.sovereign-magazine.com. All her details are in the show notes. You can join her mastermind, her mentorship. She is just absolutely amazing. She'll be back for some more. So definitely like, share, subscribe, comment below. It helps us in the algorithm to reach more people. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.